A beautiful Wednesday evening to our wonderful viewers who they watch us right now. We don't carry that same Obonga program, that political program with the sunshine out different political activities where they happen for Obodo Nigeria as if a hot come on our way. We don't let to tell our viewers who they watch us from Go TV channel 98, they watch us for Star Times channel 195. Free to air channel 57, DSTV channel 259, or they do Star Times, or they do My TV channel 17. That program with the at least and look into the grassroots to ensure, say, political activities will bring them down to the language of the people. Now we don't carry come. And then I know say my name no value change, my name still remains Unkubi, and this is Ask Ide Hot. Before we go do it, before we go into the major stories we'll get one big masquerade with the studio. When I mean big masquerade, a lot of them go no, at least go recognize them as an activist, as a human rights activist. A lot of them go see them as a pro-democratic person. Say when it comes to the issue of democracy, they normally do it, they normally carry first. And a lot of them also know them as somebody will say the issue about Nigeria, they carry on for head like one person they normally carry goods. You understand? Because Nigerian issue, when it comes to development of Nigeria, they pain and say Nigeria they move the way it's supposed they move. And now also be the founder of the online news agency, what they call them Sahara Reporters. Would they talk of none other person that the presidential candidate of the African Action Congress, that is AAC, Oga Omoyele Showore, at least I got that name right.
Yeah, you got that right.
You're welcome to Ask Ide Hot.
Thank you so much for bringing me here. I feel the heat right now, sir.
I think feel the heat.
It done the hot.
But so far, how has it been? How the activities on this?
It done it good well. You know, as if some of now we they watch TV yesterday, and don't watch us for AIT. Okay. You know, I'm from Abuja where I come today before I enter Lagos. Come do some other recording. But things they go well. We just come from Uyo to tomorrow we they go Port Harcourt. Okay. Now we alone they campaign because this country we must save on this time around.
Well, Nigerians could anticipate to hear a lot from you when it comes to that vision, right? The plans where you get for them. But here we know they take them easy with people. They ask the questions what we need to ask.
We're going to talk on to as they hot.
So that make it not be say if I start to ask the question, you go talk. So whether I carry you for mind.
Well, if you carry me for mind, I'll put you for inside my own mind too.
Okay, straight up, we'll go into the major stories we'll get for now. And the first story we'll get to do with Oga President, we don't come out at least go National Assembly to present the 2019 budget. And according to waiting this gist we hear, at least he appeared before the joint assembly, that is made up of the Senate and the House of Rep, present the budget of 8.8 trillion naira. And but even maybe we not even look at the major budget. I mean the budget. Maybe you can't look the drama and the activities where actually play out for that joint section where he present this thing. We hear a lot of people they talk, they complain, and we hear pro Buhari group, we hear people where they criticize them, we hear different issues, and in the end we can't hear at least there were even issues of say people they fight for the National Assembly, and when I mean people they fight, I'm referring to our own legislators, people will say we don't give the assignment to they represent us, and Oga President also can remind them of one thing. I wouldn't be this thing will remind them. Can talk say international bodies they watch us. Say if Nigerians they see us as people we will say we they represent us and we can't they behave this way. Say make now also know say at least the news about us at least they also go international. So make them do it, make them behave themselves. And from that one, we also can tell about this away the former governor of Edo State and the chairman of the All Progressive Congress, that is Oga Adams Oshimoli. As Oga Adams Oshimoli don't come and talk, say governor, say 30,000 naira minimum wage. Say they payable by governor. So you can't talk say when in the position of governors and the governor of Edo State, say in the normally at least stand on the ground, say welfare of workers, say make them do it. Say they're going to need to stand firm on that. Say never at least for one support or probably at least support or agree with his own governorship members. Where we say that they normally come up with policies we know they favor, where people go feel say know they favor workers. But him, when it comes to workers and welfare, say in they normally do it. In their own opinion, they normally they different from others. You can't say that 30,000 naira minimum wage, say it they payable. And then from that one, we also can't give now this third one. Because if we look waiting the Oga of APC don't talk, also can't look this story. Next story we'll go do it. We'll also need to at least look. At least he gets some kind of connection as or the Oga of CBN, that is the Oga Godwin Emefiele. He could don't come out and talk, say, look, say states they viable enough to do it. to they at least to fit sustain themselves. And talking about the context, say, look, taking it back to the history of when our agricultural strength they very, very strong. When Nigeria they rely on agriculture and a lot of other things. Say when we they practice regional government. Say the issue of say would they at least fund our own states and regional states. Then say it they easy. But say what would they see right now? Now situation where we say and the entire states of the federation, the 36 states of the federation, they rely solely on oil. On oil where we say oh they generate. See now only what they rely on to take they run their state. Say make at least some governors go think outside the box, create ideas who could they generate more money for them. Say because of say that idea they now for them to just harness them, find where it is and then put them into use. And our final gist get to do with INEC. As INEC don't come out and talk, say their preparation ahead of the 2019 election, say that they try and ensure that they put their legs firmly on the ground to make sure, say, at least when it comes to the issue of security, say they're very, very firm about that. They call at least them going into agreement, into partnership with the police force to ensure, say, security across Nigeria for this general election when they come next year. Say it is very, very firm. It can also at least the chairman of INEC come and talk. Say look, say he knows say yes. Somehow say there might be indications of violences will go happen. But say the leg where they carry now the leg will go ensure say at least then do it in then no allow escalate beyond them at least make it not just escalate that much. These are the first stories we'll get for now. And without wasting time, we're not going to need to at least enter into the story because we're going to need to enter market. When we enter market, come back. Our guest and our presidential candidate could do it. Go follow us, look all these stories. And we'll also come further ask them issues where concern in responsibility and the position where they vie for, which of course is the position of the #1 citizen of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Make we go this break. Will they come? Yes, and welcome back. And the program still remains as the hot. And once again, for our viewers, they watch us for Go TV channel 98 and Star Times channel 195. They watch us for Free to Air channel 57, My TV channel 17, or they do DSTV channel 259. That Obonga program don't come in our way. And I go expect make our viewers do it to make them at least sit down for their own seat, carry remote and put them for at least on Wazobia TV right now. And if not to hide the remote in the next 1 hour, make them hide. I'll probably even dump us somewhere when I no even go even see them again. So that we can say no only Wazobia TV you go there because right about now at least our presidential candidate that is our Oga Showore, he go do it. He go answer some of the questions where we will need to ask him so that at least we go also feel they understand and they know who our candidates be ahead of the general election where they come next year. Oga Showore, once again you're welcome to ask.
Thank you for bringing me here today.
I know say you don't hear all the gist we will talk about
yes,
from the presentation of the 2019 budget Oga President will do today.
Yes.
So other stories will also further look. Looking at the at least the event we play out for the joint section of the National Assembly.
Yes.
A lot of people go talk say look also okay say these are people who we say that normally then they represent us.
Yes.
And as somebody who they see this particular activity they play out from the outside world. That is from the outside, where we say at least they know they see what they happen and the activities. Like from that particular footage now when Oga Prezo they come in and to come and do it to come present the budget and you go see the kind of activities and where they come from members of the House from both Senate and House of Rep, yes, where they hail them. As somebody they see this thing from an outside this thing as a Nigerian, how you go ensure say at least as a president to be your position go also fit ensure say they in that connectivity with the National Assembly because if you look at National Assembly in a different arm of government on its own.
That's right.
The executive in a different arm of government on its own.
No.
But so far, what we don't see in the recent years now, where issues where we say clashes the day.
Yes.
Nobody talks about clashes the day, but in our own case, day too often. How you, as an aspiring president to be, go say okay. I know I don't understand the system, but this is how I will take address and so on. I know go to they get issues with these people.
Well, the thing we did there, we say the thing we happen today, now part of democracy.
Okay.
So everybody not be on the same page, say everybody support the same candidate. Even people who did the same party, if they don't agree with the president, they go shut them down, you know. They do it for US, even when the president of US come the National Assembly too. Some people go like him, some people not go like him, some people go protest even for there. But the thing where they happen, we say this one where you see today now, the situation where Nigeria day, you know, this one now political season. Otherwise, all the people waiting for National Assembly are not different from the people waiting for executive.
But if they talk so, but these are people who say the same people elect.
No, we should, you know, what did I tell you? We say, what is the difference? If you see budget now about them. Out of 8 point something trillion, about 1 trillion they go National Assembly alone. Now there they pay themselves the allowances. Now that's why we see an average member of National Assembly they collect 13 point something million naira per month, whereas the ordinary people they collect 18,000 naira. When they want to increase now to 30,000 per month. If you they collect 30,000 naira per month, you know how many years you go work before you go collect 13 point something million, almost 30 years. Now you go put into work. The thing I tell you, you say, yes, they good as some people did for president, as some people not there. But the question where you ask me, now as president of Nigeria, how I go take manage, they can still say that how money go day. And that one they talk saying that delivery. If you they work for the people and your programs they geared towards it to make people happy, the lawmakers will represent the people too must behave themselves when you come to this kind of. So I go be popular president because I go to work for the people. But I'm not talking say clashes not go there or say some disagreements not go there. But not be the kind where we sit today where we say some people they hate president. It just be like rally. When we say, you know, you just go hire some people they praise you and some people they throw pure water. Now we see today for the National Assembly, as them say, as the thing happen, me I don't see anything there. This me I they look past all these people where they display for here. And they look into the future where Nigeria won't get, we go better pass this one, we will see so. Okay,
part of looking at the future, you get what you talk, we get to do with the amount of budget and how much will they go for National Assembly, for salaries and all that.
Yes.
Okay, and somebody, and if we don't also, at least Nigeria don't come and talk, say the cost of governance when it comes to the amount of money where our legislators they collect, say it did too
much, yes.
As somebody where they see this thing from an outside once again, if you become at least president, say you go move for at least a reduction of a cut in government costs, so that make we know whether at least that transparency of
absolutely. For example, look at president. President get 9 jets where they did, you know, where they can fly up and down. For Nigeria, will be a small country. We don't need more than 2 jets. 1 for president and maybe 1 for the VP. In fact, some other countries they will not sell all their jets. They take commercial planes. Not at the same time when I go arrive. You know, look at Aso Rock, big place. Look at the budget for food, 1 billion. Waiting at the chop for there. Now human head. So we have to cut the cost of governance. But one of the major proposals where I get, but which we go do when we want to restructure Nigeria under our government, now to do unicameral legislative system. We didn't be unicameral before. Make I not confuse our people. This is the time where we get 2 arms. Senate day, House of Rep day. We don't need all these people. We just need 1. Everybody they represented. So instead of Senate and House of Reps, we just cut them to 1. They don't do them for South Korea. They don't do them for Senegal, where we say they only get 1 house. Just like the State House of Assembly now, where we get not only 1 house, represented by all the local government. And if we get that kind of thing, you know, what they cost us the kind of money we will spend on all these guys. They carry allowance up and down. We go pay them salary. Then they go they work up and down from ministries, departments, and agencies. They look for money where they go collect from under the table. Now the thing where they destroy Nigeria be that. But now when I propose that will go happen after they don't swear us in. But generally we go start with the executive. There a lot of excesses there. Allowances where they pay people where they travel. They go conferences where they don't go attend the conference. They will go come back. They'll collect within they call it star code. Now all those things they finish Nigeria. If you know the amount of money we they waste on irrelevancies, you go weep for this country.
Okay, basically, make we also further bring them down to at least lower this thing, that is the executive, and when it comes to governorship and this thing. As a one-time governor and the current national president of APC, that's Ogo Shimoli, he don't come and talk, say, look, say, if we look minimum wage way our workers they cry for, say, now something will be say, if they payable. This one be saying they come out, they offend to the fact that look, governors fee pay waiting, fee pay this minimum wage. But if also can look contradictory really. The governor's foreign Jamo will be Oga this thing, that is the governor of Zamfara State. Don't come and talk, say look, say they no design governorship role just to pay salary alone. And for that reason, say make people no come they feel say only salary. They go they do it, and they go they at least put their money on. And how we go also fit look and say, okay, beyond just waiting our governors they do they look right now. How the governors go also feel look at thinking beyond just waiting that they generate from oil to say, okay, for us to further advance and make sure that we meet up to our own demand. These are the steps we need to do. What do you expect make governors also feed too? So
first, make I first address waiting we go. They propose 30,000. Our proposal now to pay 100,000 to workers as minimum wage. Now that kind of money we workers.
But sure, if you say we get that kind of fund to
we get, I will explain to you.
Okay.
The other thing we say, all these governors where they see, most of them just did there the thief money. Make I give you one example because me I be a reporter before. When they do Paris refund, the way they say money we don't owe before we over deduct for give them back. These same governors and Farah State where they talk say they not be salary where they won't come pay. What do they carry the money? Do you go buy a house for Maryland for US? 1.something million naira house. Now make go there, take the picture, carry the documents, come. When they pay the over deduct salary Paris Club, what did Senate President do? He carried 3.5 billion out of that money. How much way each governor they pay themselves as a security vote every month? Have you ever hear say any governor they will not pay himself security vote? You not feel here for Nigeria. But they don't go pay salary. Even at 18,000, they don't agree pay salary because they no more pay workers. So, but now going to the point where you raise, say, waiting governors feed do. Forget Lagos. Lagos, they do well. But of course, no Lagos now also personal property. We'll come back to that one later. But look at the governor of Kebbi, where they grow rice. Okay? Rice. Last year alone, the man make 150 billion naira. That kind of governor, where creatively they grow rice, he no need to go the beg for Abuja. And every state for this country gets something where they feel grow. Every state for this country gets something where they feel do.
But if they talk to every state, and we don't also hear cases where they talk to local power lies, say power day for the federal level. Say before you go probably get access to the resources within your land, you also need to at least ensure say the federal level, government on the federal level also be part of that.
You know, include agriculture.
Okay.
You feel grow, the federal government.
But not be every land figure that fertile and this thing to go to.
Well, land we don't get fertile land. If we get fish now. I come from Ondo State. We feed the fish for Ondo State. All these fish, where they say, we feed get fish pond all over Ilaje, SLDO. Make we the supply all the fish where Southwest they chop now. There be fishery there for a buck or that before. We get port where we feed dig, but our governors, they're interested to do anything with their creative. Of course, the part of the law will be say they stop people from, exploring, say, mineral or oil. We need to change that too, so that the states where own resources go get the bulk of it, so that other states go they think creatively of how they get resources. Me, for example, with the propose say, as Nigeria, there should be oil day for Niger Delta region. Energy day for solar panel, for example, if we carry go Sokoto, sun will just a bit and you go to take and get electricity. If we carry and go, that one a resource for them be that too. Just as they do granite pyramid before. Yeah. All these ones where headsmen they pursue farmers up and down. If governors get sense, they do commercial ranching. Commercial ranching, we say we get 20 million cows for this country. Put them for ranches. Employ people, put water for them, come they collect tax per cow. Anytime when they go sell the cow, the government will get money from there. Instead of all these clashes they get, because every cow droppings, shit will come up from cow nyash. We even use them to generate electricity, they call them biogas. But people will get analog brain. They not even think about that. Every month, I just a rush go Abuja with Agbada. It be like say as I did, so make I just ban the wearing of Agbada self because the thing they invest when they sell those.
Now part of our traditional.
I know that the way not be the traditional way I hate, but the people where they wear and the way that they behave, it just made them look lazy to me. Like see people don't want to walk. They carry Agbada up and down. You carry one, yeah, carry one up the thing for the other side. I want to see people made they smart, they think. Not made they just carry Agbada, they enter baby car, they carry siren. Instead of make states, being get tractors. All of the money where they stay, they take and go buy Prado Jeep, they follow. One governor will figure like 25 Prado Jeep. Instead of maybe get tractors, maybe they till the land, they grow, they're self-sufficient, make we get food security for the country. All these things they there. You know here we say, Bill Gates talks, say, the problem of Nigeria, not say money not there. He say they know they invest in the people. If we make the country
but make I at least bring them relate them with them and that very important matter. In as much as they look all these development we they talk about, we talk say okay, governors can afford to do this thing. Governor, of course, nobody they dispute that.
Yes.
But another very important thing we say we also need to look. We say it relates somehow with some of these things where people will need to put on ground now the issue of security, because insecurity is no day in place.
Yes.
A lot of these development no go also feel work out well the way we take one time. Okay. Waiting also be those measures we don't look where we say the present security level for our country Nigeria no be something where we say we they proud of.
Nobody
you understand them. And if you also look the amount of funds they channel into security, it is very, very massive.
Yes.
Okay. As somebody when they see this matter, when they when we say you be person they aspire, when we say issues about Nigeria, they also bother you. Waiting be your own plans. What are those outlined plans? Where figured out plans where you get to security?
So the first thing we are going to do now to separate police work from soldier work. Under our government, when we win next year, you know go see soldier for town. All this one with soldier, they follow carry Ogamandam bag, they go party, or they help smugglers. No. Now we go make sure it's internal security now police work. But you need to pay police well. That's why they propose this minimum wage, so that they don't go to collect bribe for roads. If they see crime, they go fight crime. They go look like police. They go feel like police. They go respect themselves. Dignity go dead there. You know, and then you separate army, go they protect the territorial integrity of the country. Make I finish show. You know, beside that, the money we will come pour into security, we go make sure all these army generals where they take and do like Boko Haram, na business. Now make Boko Haram not go away. They can't put herdsmen and farmer on top of it. I don't do investigation, tire. One general with then trace $20 million to in hand. That $20 million, you know how many armor tanks we armored vehicles or APCs we buy, armored personnel carrier we buy. For 1 million each, if you buy 20, Facebook or Haram, use technology like drone, they trace and they collect intelligence, they do surveillance, put all these things together, train your people well, pay them very well. Not be say the one where they see video from people where they fight for Northwest, Northeast, hunger, they carry them, you know, see soldiers, they don't even get water, they don't get food, they don't get place to sleep, they don't even get enough bullets because generals, they steal all the money. That make me talk and say, if I enter office, the first thing I go fire out the generals where they involved for this, this terrorism.
You talk something, so at least ensuring say then pay security personnel as well, which of course they important. But make I also ask you, if we don't get a system where we say we don't eat deep into us, you understand? It's just like when you carry oil, engine oil, pour this thing, when they put a drip of water gradually, make it take neutralize and they sieve them out. So it is say at least to come out that particular thing where they will be see that corruption thing where they you know. It is saying that something we say we achieve within this period of this thing of your governor.
Absolutely, absolutely. Make I give you one example. When people see things say Buhari, they're serious. When they come into town, you know, say everybody's stand out well. Even that time, I think they come from US. Custom no ask me for bribe. I swear. Police, no, they come up from roadblock. They watch say whether the man they play. When they see say na play, when they come back to roadblock and every bad things where they do a worse pass even the one where we leave behind. They watch the body language of the president, they watch his demeanor, they watch us in the one make things be. When they discover it's a joke, then they don't come this serious anymore. Now the same thing we go for my own level, they go they very clear. I mean I get history. What is our reporters do for 12 years, not be to expose all the corruption where they go on. We do and so we expose minister where go buy BMW, inflate the price, Stella Dua. They fire them. You know, we don't expose person where sick, where they hide the sickness, you know, they replace them. We don't expose people where they steal for bank, they arrest them. Many things where we don't do. And I will say, me, I get history, I get experience on how to trail money, how to follow money, make sure say money, you know, if you steal money under our government, and if you know if you steal money, we apply the money for the thing we want to do. Make I say one last thing.
Okay.
Yesterday, I put one video up for my Facebook page status. Now, one American diplomat with the Lagos, when they address young people, He talks, say, they claim, say, Nigeria don't get money, Nigeria don't get money, now make they not fit do anything. Say, one day, come meet one public official, politician, say, they do things, small things, will not be big things. Come ask and say, okay, how you take do these things? Say, the man, say, if you don't steal money, there is enough to do things for Nigeria.
Okay, yeah, you also don't at least link us to another very important issue. We say if we look at now something we say it don't dig deep into our system, which of course you get to do with corruption issue.
Yeah.
How you want to address corruption, because if every government when they come in place, they talk say I will ensure say I comot corruption for the system, I will ensure say I comot corruption in the state, and yet the same corruption still the rise. It's still that's something.
Make I explain one thing to you.
Yeah.
Okay,
I hear you.
Well, listen. No. You know, if you comot corruption, if na godfather bring you into politics, so now make us the campaign. They collect money from people where they donate to our campaign. All these other people, including Buhari, now corrupt money and bring them. So first of all, they will take care of the godfathers. We bring them into office. All the people they be oil barons and all those things. The second, now 3 layers where we want to fight corruption.
Okay.
One, now to ensure say through technology, our processing of contracts, the way we buy things, procurement, we make sure say it dey transparent, it dey open. You know, we make sure say it dey computerized, it dey digitalized. You know. Second, now enforcement. Now we say before things happen too bad to corruption, we don't come after the person. The third, now consequences. Because part of the thing will be biggest problem for Nigeria, is a person go for koro eye like this, steal money. Everybody knows that this one a thief. He don't thief money where they for hospital, they for school. People for village or for city, they give them shiftancy title. If they from there, waka go church, they give them ordination, you know, our anointing. If go from there, waka go the national level, they go give them GCFR or GCON. Our value system, they very, very corrupted. And if you know, the only way you feel prevent that, now other countries they do are through consequences. People will still, even if you be 20 years ago for US, they catch you, you go still pay for them. The same thing for Malaysia, Singapore, South Korea. They still the jail presidents with it. In fact, South Korea just jailed their former president the other day. I think Malaysia just arrested their prime minister recently. For US, even governor, we just talk for phone, say won't sell Obama seats that time. It's still there for jail till today. But Nigeria, ask yourself, you don't see one governor, they send him go jail. They say they give him a vacation to go treat himself. Person wait there for jail, there for London. But they joke for here now.
Okay, I'm talking about, you talk with a joke for here. And just as I will still try to emphasize on this same part, because if you don't see the entire system as something we say, it don't dig so deep where we say the process of getting rid of it now, something we say it will probably take a longer duration.
It will be longer duration, it will take determination, it will take strong will. And that is why our campaign, when we go rally, we call a revolution now. Because something has to happen urgently.
Make you understand that revolution. Yeah, Nigerians no go dey see from another angle.
No. Now I'd say the revolution, a revolution of mind, not be any violent struggle.
Okay.
Now revolution of mind, say any leader wey dey from our ends, he no go follow the thief money. Anything wey dey for budget, he go make them available. He go tell people how much they collect, how they spend them. You know, he go declare an asset so that he no go talk say house will not be own. We won't buy for official. He go put them for in code of conduct bureau form. You know, we go make sure say everybody where they do contract, we know the name of the directors we get that company. You know, and in cases where we don't need contractors, we buy in the open market. You know, me I dey ask people all the time, say why university could go they do take contract or buy laptop or computer. For where I did for US, I be university lecturer too part-time. If I want to buy a computer, I go to the university store. Outside that, they come buy because now there where they find computer where they trust. But for here, university go carry computer contract, go give person where they for computer village, we not go university.
Okay.
And for there where they manipulate the contracting system. I just give one small example.
Yes. This example we also don't also at least open up to another issues we get to do with unemployment matter. And because if we look according to the statistics we will get between 2015 to 2017,
yes,
the job loss we experienced for Nigeria was about 15.998 million.
yes.
That is, if looking at this huge margin,
Yes.
and looking at the fact, say every year, not even every year, every year, as a matter of fact, with at least schools they produce graduates. How your government go also look say, okay, we don't that age where we say at least we need to expand on our scope, expand on accommodating at least Nigeria, and expand. So what are your plans for unemployment matter so that at least it go reduce the minimum margin?
So our program we call them Spicer Hits. Now we say security, power, electricity, infrastructure. For example, right now there are 20,000 kilometers of highway for Nigeria. We want to increase that to 40,000 kilometers. You know, that is say every way will be narrow, like we double them into two. Because also America come off from depression for 1929 when it happened. They introduced what they call interstate highway. Every state where they for America, you get one highway will somehow pass through from the East Coast to the West Coast, and America big past Nigeria, where in fact one state for America out of the 50, one of them Alaska, big past Nigeria. Texas almost as big as Nigeria. California and half of Nigeria. But if you go everywhere, you know, road day. But even if you don't want to use America, if you go Rwanda, then develop like that. So when at the top we say now investment, now you go bring out joblessness. Now you go end the joblessness where we deal with. Investment where they talk about, for example, where we say we won't provide. Right now, we get 3,000 megawatts of electricity, light no day for night. They fly into Nigeria and so darkness, half of the country day. We want to increase that to 24,000. What we want to do, 4,500 for solar energy. Now we say to put the parts together to generate that 4,500 and do for Morocco, you go employ over 2 million people. We won't do our security apparatus the proper way. We need to hire more people, you know, to work in the army, navy, and not be to hire people who be family members of people who did there before. Open up the employment portal to all Nigerians where they entitled to do that, so we will feel belong. We won't create 1,000 entrepreneurs in the agricultural sector like they do for the Kebbi where they talk about. You know, in 774 local governments, multiplied by 1,000, we won't hire 200,000 teachers so that every school will feel boast of teacher. After we train some of the teachers, you understand, we will pay them minimum wage. Where would they propose? You know, health care alone will provide 160,000 jobs for healthcare sector alone. For the housing sector, we need to immediately begin build over 17 million houses so that we go deal with the housing crisis we're there for Nigeria. All of this thing where they talk now, they always talk say I want to turn Nigeria into into construction site. And the moment that they happen, people go get plenty job. Well, some people go even get 2 jobs.
Going by what you don't talk, at least you don't put out several projects on ground there. But at least a regular in Nigeria, they watch you right now, go talk say so all these things I want to achieve if you take over. But under further questions where a lot of people also want to ask how you want go about that is a more defining understanding of how you want go about ensuring say this thing is they visible as in you achieve them. You understand? Because make no job be say we don't hear people they tell us all these kind of things.
We don't hear people, but before people know they ask when people say they won't do them, how they won't do them. People know they ask. When somebody just say you won't provide 5 million jobs for the last election, I don't ask them say how you go take provide million. They talk them now. Even PDP and APC they talk them now. Say we'll just provide you. I don't see article roadmap. I don't see Buhari. You don't get specifics. They just mouth them. We talk the sector, agricultural sector. This is number of jobs. This is how we are going to do it. Housing sector. This is number of jobs that I will produce. Road construction. This number of jobs we will produce. Electricity, we want to increase. So we they provide jobs and we provide tangible results. We will come with the job, not the job for the boys. And this is all spelled out. We get documents where they're available, where people feel look at. We get it on the internet and we they distribute them to people because now with the campaign pass for this country. As I tell you, I just come from Uyo, go Abuja yesterday, I did Lagos today, tomorrow I did Port Harcourt. And we allow people also ask us, because we do what they call town hall meetings, where we will gather for village square. People, they ask us questions. Nobody else, they do that kind of thing. We don't break them down, including how we want to fund the process, up to how we go, everything they inside our own plan. But the other people, they don't get any of those. They just talk, say we will provide jobs, we will do this. They don't get any plans, and people know they ask them questions because they know they go near people.
I get one question I go ask you based on this. But I want to tell our viewers, say our telephone line go dey open now. Anybody will get call, make you call in, and then if you get question for our presidential candidate, make you also ask them questions where you need to ask them so that at least you go also fit them answer you as well. And quickly, you talk about all these things where you don't talk about now. Sometimes you also demand at least human resources.
Yes.
How you go also ensure at least the people where they assign these responsibilities to.
Yes.
Now people will be say you go also because we don't see people assign responsibilities to people. In the end, we know they see the result of that thing. Waiting with those logical things where you don't put in the ground, they'll be say if we not see this particular result or if we not see this project being done between this period, see the consequences.
Thank you. So the thing I want to tell you is say this is our party, the African Action Congress. Now 3 months ago we started. But before then they do take it back movement. Okay. They look for party we want to join until we discover say we know if we find party join, come start our own party. We get many Nigerians, and make I tell you, this thing open my eyes to see say many Nigerians they way they honest. But a few they will be bad eggs. They don't already hijack the whole country, come turn the country into their own hands. Come they take fear, they rule the minds of our people. So a lot of good people just either run come up from the country or they hide, make them not go wound them. But the moment where they see say genuine proposal date to take the country, many of them don't come back outside. One of the guys they work with us, will be the DJ of our campaign named Malcolm. Now first class where you get from UNLA before you go, you go Cambridge, go do in PhD, you get in PhD before you reach 30 years old. Get plenty of people like that. We get doctors, we don't join us. We get lawyers, we don't join us. We get agricultural experts, we don't join us. Proposals are just full. And some of them don't even want make we pay them. They just want presidents. Okay. We get good intention, where they will come help. But to come address how you go oversee the thing, now make us the talk say, we not feel they vote for our ancestors to be president because they not feel move. As I did so as a young president, if any project they happen for this country, I enter a helicopter. I will go there.
But you don't feel separate yourself into this thing now.
I fit. When I did for this town, since the 9 months, you know how many states where I don't visit? I ask people where they follow us now. They ask where I get the energy to move up and down. I don't enter everywhere in this country, including Buhari's hometown. I don't enter Katsina. I don't enter Kwara Namoda. I enter Port Harcourt. Enter Uyo.
Just pause because we get our first caller. Yeah. Kazim, good evening. Welcome to Us the Hot.
Uncle, good evening.
We greet you, Oga Kazim.
How are you doing?
We doing fine.
Okay. Please, I want to ask Mr. Shivore some questions.
Oh, yeah, we hear you. Talk to us.
Mr. Shivore, good evening.
Good evening, my brother Kazim.
How are you doing, sir?
I did good.
Okay. About all these your projects where you don't highlight, say you want to.
Yes.
How you go take get all the funds? You know, this is our present government now. All these things that they do, we know them. And again, they borrow money every year.
Yes.
How you want to get your own funds? And again, now money you won't borrow. Where you won't borrow? How you want to borrow them?
Make I explain.
Okay.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead.
We did hear you, Kazim.
Because this present government now, we know see which that they do. Now talk, then they talk. But the money where they borrow, plenty gone.
Exactly.
All this one where you say you go do now, go consume more money than this one where present government. I want to get the funds.
Okay. Kazim, thank you very much for your question. Thank you very, very much for your question. Oga Shawure go at least respond to that one. So, a very valid question where Kazim don't
Yes, he said they asked for fund.
Yes.
I'll give an example. This, about last week, the federal government talk and say they make over 5 trillion naira from taxes alone, federal inland revenue. Today, how much president present as the national budget? 8-point-something trillion. Now, if you say from federal inland revenue service alone, we don't get 5 trillion naira for budget too. Then we still get oil for there. We go provide almost another 3 trillion or more. It's between oil and federal inland revenue. We don't already get money for budget. Why we won't go borrow? The thing where they borrow for an election.
We get them at Dekola. Dekola, good evening. Welcome to Us the Hot.
Good evening.
Good evening, Adekola. Would you hear you talk to us?
Yeah, I just want to wish Mr. Showore well.
Okay.
I like the way he's very active, and I pray that God will help him so much. He has been talking a lot on the development and the good agenda he has for the country. I wish him well.
Okay.
And as a criminologist and a security expert, I want to give him a piece of advice. He should not put all his cards on the table. All those people that we call our leaders, they are beat. They are trying to be corrected. So I don't want them to kill position. Please don't put all your cards on the table. You have a good vision for the country, and God Almighty will help you. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Thank you so much,
Adekola, for your contribution. At least, if we look at all these issues we don't talk about, there is one major thing where we could definitely revolve around them. Because if you talk about development, there is a major thing that if you talk about employment, there is a major thing where they give back to them, and that is education.
Yes.
From the statistics we will get, they say about 13.2 million school children, and 9 no day school currently.
Yes.
But before we go further on that, we get somebody with their telephone line. Good evening. Oga Charles from Edo, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, talk to us, we hear you.
I want to ask our candidate today, Mr. Omowole.
We hear you.
Yeah. I just watch your program as they go, as they hold. Everything, when you don't talk, I know, say yes, everything now, the problem won't be go through for this country. You point out all the old points, we don't deal, we don't see all of them, we don't suffer, the youth, everything. But see here, they never see solve the problem. You can't tell me, say the party where you follow come, he go hard. Because many want to believe we don't do for APC, PDP for this country. But you be very young, you don't go around the world where you don't see everything. But what I go ask you, all this pressure we put for down now, not be say you know go feed one more. Not be say Nigeria not get money, we get money, but the corruption we do on that. If you still enter the office, you go jam many things with the an alpha where you want start. Say you want your right your own from start, or you go fair take care of that one first before you start your job.
Charles, thank you very much for that question. You want to respond to that with?
Yeah, they say.
I don't know whether Blessing will get another person.
Okay. Maybe we take the call first.
So just respond to within it.
The thing where they talk, say maybe I could get obstacles. But make them go look at my past. Since I don't enter, they do this work where they do now obstacles. When I did university in those days, now obstacles because our problem that time, an economic problem, a political problem, military day. We fight them. They put us for jail. They expel us for school. They beat us up. One time said they even inject me with poison. When I did University of Lagos, we come out time. One day we get democracy. Democracy come, they bring to time. We fight them. They beat us up. They abuse us. One day we get transfer of power. It reached one point. Northern are sick. They say they don't want Southerner, minority from Ijaw. We fight them. One day, we get the Ijaw man as president. Our democracy, they blow, they go. But they get some of us where they step on toes each time where this thing need to happen. Now be the thing where make me get the confidence, gidigba, inside me say, I don't want to sound religious, but me believe say, if we do the right thing, not be the party will matter. Now the staff.
And the individual.
Now go lead Israelites out of Egypt.
We get Clinton. Clinton, they call us from Edo. Good evening, Clinton. Welcome to us, the Hot.
Yeah, so how you there?
We did fine, Clinton. We did hear you talk to us.
Yeah, my question goes to Omoyele Sowore.
Yes, we did hear you.
As a matter of fact, yeah, welcome. I follow. Yes, I follow this program for some time now, and as a matter of fact, online and offline. And before it, Omoyele Sowore. The truth is that this guy is sound. If we look at his agenda, he has what takes Nigeria to the next level. What pains me now is in the area of sensitization. People really need to get to understand and know what this man is talking about. The awareness. I'm asking him now, how can he really, take this
reach out
awareness
to that
to the grassroots?
Yeah. Oga Clinton, at least if they talk about grassroots, that is why we get at least one of these platforms like this,
yes,
where at least people go feel understand the deep language of you understand them about how things they happen around them then. Because if they talk, say they use English, no, you know go feel this thing. But I don't know if you get another plan, we be saying we they take.
No, we they follow. So what do we want to tell them, Mr. Oga Clinton? Not be matter of me alone. If you don't hear now, tell another person, because. This one, they say, if we all join hands together, if we join mouth together, begin meet for, and time still there, especially for this Christmas and New Year time, where people, they come home, tell them, say, you hear about one person, where they promise this country liberation, and I mean, now total liberation with the promise. What thing go take, now we go give them. You know, if he talks, say, because awareness not reach, make you not do your own awareness. Because when we go around the country, we discover, say, even all the parties, where also they get structure, they don't get any structure. Now retail outlets where they like ShopRite, now they day where they just wait, store money, take give people, intimidate people, we not cooperate. But when people stand, Gidigba say, look, the time don't reach where we won't free ourselves. All these other big parties, we just say they get awareness, that their own awareness go fizzle. Truth, now be the biggest awareness where you feel give. You the enter family meeting, you the enter bar, you the enter church, you the enter mosque. The thing where you don't hear will not convince you. Then you tell the next person. And before you know the thing go don't spread. I say I enter Buhari hometown for Daura. Everybody where they follow us fair, they catch them, say if these people go carry knife for 8 o'clock. Waiting how we go take run, we don't get police. When we enter the place, we come out and they follow us. We say, they say what we bring, and we tell them say liberation, because this man, they say not true, say the man not do anything for them. They begin follow us. Even they beg us, say, we will come back. So this one not be say, we make them up, or we even show them life. So now the thing we must do for every part of the country be that. And before you know, awareness don't spread, grassroots don't swell. And before you know, liberation don't land.
One very important question I want to ask, I want to ask you right now. It gets to do with this movement, because the people will talk, say, waiting with that strong thing, or perhaps that individual where they behind, where they probably fund this thing for underground. How you take care? Waiting they fund you. How where they get your own resources where they normally where they at least them see you through.
They're very open. So now 2 ways where they get funds. Where they get funds from what they call for internet. There's one thing they call crowdfunding. Anybody call and go fund me. So if you get project now, if you go fund me, put your name there. Say 19 where I want to be this. So we do them in May. Already now, we don't receive over $110,000. Now that money we spend. Now we can't open one account for Zenith Bank for Nigeria. We don't get over 40 million in the last maybe 6 months. People, they donate 1,500, 5,000. Now the one way they do now, we look for 400 Nigerians. If you give us 1 million each, but this money, we don't get 2 million from them in the last 3 days.
This money no be from Godfathers or
no. I said now open now. Anybody with it every night. If I come out from here now, we will go begin beg for money for internet for our Facebook Live. Ask people where they follow us, they contribute, and every night we go announce the name of the people who contribute money for the account. Say now their names with this. So Hausa, Igbo, Yoruba, even people who be no be Nigerians, where their husband be Nigerians, they donate money, give us. People who not even be Nigerians, they donate money, they give us, because we don't tell them say we don't get Godfathers, because anybody for this country, if we become president without Godfather, now if he save this country. Because now the Godfathers, now they hold the destiny of this country, Godfathers and Godmothers. And then they hold the destiny of this country inside darkness, they take and do ritual.
Well, at least we no get time that much again.
I wish we get more time, but I'll come back anytime.
Definitely. And now one of the major things I'm going to make you look into the screen. Tell our viewers, say, anytime we will extend that same visit again, say you go do it, say you go come.
I tell you now, viewers, anytime when I call me back, say make I come here, I go land for here, Gidigba. Anyhow, traffic or no traffic, or rain or sunshine, no. Now here where I be, because I never take for this show, but I don't like them already. Right now, I just feel the heat as it is hot.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Want to use opportunity. Thank Oga Omoyele Showore will be the presidential candidate of the African Action Congress
yes.
for at least
AAC.
AAC.
Yes.
for coming on this program. And before we go do it, before at least we know so we will come back here tomorrow again, and at least before we go do it, make once again at least thank our viewers when they do it. We're also calling to giving their own talk on the program. Till tomorrow we'll go come again with another beautiful edition of your As the Hot. Now bye bye.
To enjoy more of these our Ogbonge videos when you just watch, press this button to subscribe on top of our YouTube page. You go love her.